Another thing I wanted to circle back on was what you were talking about in the beginning about, coaching turnover. I
Yeah.
mean, thinking back to my experience as a redshirt this year, like coming in, Coach Ed recruited me to come here to Holy Names, and then getting here and then hearing that he got the job over at Cal Poly, which is a
Mhm.
better opportunity, of course, I understand. But then, Coach Covell, so we had him this year, and then
Yeah.
halfway through the year, school shutting down. So it's like
Yeah.
now I'm going to be with a new coach next year. So now I've almost had been told about three coaches in over a year. It's like a
Yeah.
lot of turnover, and I'm someone that likes the stability and stuff like that, of like a routine and things that are consistent.
Yeah.
So for all that turnover has been kind of crazy, because I was with at my high school 4 years, same
Mhm.
coach,
Mhm.
AAU club, stayed with them all 4 years with
Mhm.
YBA in Sacramento. So for me, it was definitely an adjustment, and that coaching turnover was difficult because you don't
Yeah.
know, like, a coach brought you in, he knew about you, you guys had a good relationship. Who knows how you connect with that new coach? Like, you don't
Right.
really know until things start getting tough. So I think
Yeah.
that's really interesting, and student athletes face that all the time. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it's tough. And I think, it's good to have somebody to talk to about it. You know what I'm saying? That would be my advice. Like, talk to players who have played for more than one coach, or who have transferred, or, who have gone through that situation. Maybe they played JC or, JUCO ball, and then now they're playing at this level, or they transfer from another D2 to another D2, or whatever their situation is. Because I think that was the thing I didn't do. I didn't reach out to someone and say, like, well, any of my teammates, and be like, well, what do we do now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think, like, okay, I just thought, okay, the new coach is coming in, and me being naive, I'm like, well, he's gonna keep running things and do some new things, but like the rotation is kind of, we already doing what we're doing. Like, we actually had won the conference tournament the year before, so I'm like, we're not like slacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a good team coming back, and so I thought that's what it was gonna be, and I just didn't talk to anybody. That's what I should have done. I should have, like, talked to the associate or the athletic director. I should have talked to my teammates, and, like, we should have sat down at, like, dinner or something and just been like, so what do we know? What do we think? Like, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And then before I talk to the coach, so I can understand how the game works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just try to say, even when you're young, just try to go into situations with your eyes wide open, like as open as possible, because and ask a lot of questions, and think about first, before you ask questions, like, think about what it is, like, you want out of a situation. Try to find the best situation for you, because you don't know, like, with this year, we don't know how long it's going to last, right? So, better to go to a school and be like, well, at least I know, no matter what happens, like, if that coach leaves after this year, if I'm going there, I'm getting minutes, I'm getting opportunity, then whatever happens next year, at least I got this year, I got opportunity, I got better, I got connections, like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So just ask a lot of questions, going with your eyes wide open.
So this is a reoccurring theme of the show. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
if you listen, but this is all about asking for help, finding people, talking.
Yeah.
Almost every single guest we've had has brought that up as something very important to do. Whether you're
Mm-hmm.
struggling with things on and off of your sports and schools, find people to talk to, reach out.
Yeah.
Like, there are people that are willing to help. So, seeing that as a reoccurring theme is really important. Don't be scared to ask questions and
Yeah.
find people, because there are people that really want to support you and be there for you. So I'm glad you highlighted